Hello, Jaden here. I just wanted to kind of pop in and give you a little bonus video here because I've got some kind of exciting news I wanted to share. If you've been watching my Maybe Someday series, you probably know that I've spent a lot of my life confined within the darkness of my own mind. And that led me to becoming very self hateful to the person that I was and am. But writing that book really helped me to begin recognizing some of these issues and start to overcome them some and begin to see where I need to go from there to eventually learn to be happy and love myself and just get to a better place in life. So I spent the next 2 years, 2022 and 2023, doing exactly that, finding love for myself, coming to terms with the burdens of my past and um, like setting down the pains that I had carried with me all my life so far. And I did that so hopefully someday I would be able to see myself clearly and like embrace the person I am and always have been as someone who's worth loving, um, and just finally show that like care for myself and actually be able to like genuinely see that. And so it was exactly 3 years ago today, March 5th, 2022, that I made that decision finally to truly love myself and kind of began that journey uh, of self love and acceptance and everything. And was finally able to start like putting myself and my needs and um, all of that for myself, like before anything else or anyone else. Uh, because during that time before, I learned, of course, that important lesson of like you've got to love yourself before you can love anyone or anything else. Yeah, I had learned from experience that it's impossible to love someone else wholeheartedly um, if you don't care wholeheartedly for yourself first and foremost. And I know that that can often be easier said than done. It was very much a hard process for me and a hard thing to accept. Um, but on that day, I made that decision to start trying and um, to genuinely find self love and self care and everything. And now here I am in a place where I can truly say that I love him at last, that person I've always been, and the person I am now. And I documented that journey through my second book, which is right here, titled, as I'm sure you can guess, um, I Love Him at Last. This book is a collection of the poetry that I wrote those 2 years that I mentioned, and it's finally out and published officially today. So it's over 200 pages of original poetry by me that I wrote during those years, along with also something kind of special and different for this one that I didn't have before, is that this one's also got some hand-drawn illustrations that I made. Like, here's one that I have there in the preface of the book, and throughout there's illustrations that go with um, a lot of the poetry I wrote. So that was another thing that was kind of fun to do this time, and to be able to tie my art with my writing. So you can find the book pretty much anywhere that books are sold at online. I have links down in the description or on my social media or anything if you want to check that out. I am deeply proud of every poem, every single one within this book, and very excited to finally be able to share it with you and with the world and everything. And I think most importantly, even over that, I am deeply proud of myself, not only for writing this and publishing it and all that, but just for the journey that I've been through and the all the things I've overcome to get here and um, become this person that I am. Like, if you asked me a few years ago when I was writing maybe someday, what I thought of myself, I would have told you without hesitation that I absolutely hate myself and that I hate my life and all this horrible stuff. But now I'm at a place where I love who I am I love that person I've always been. I love him at last, as I say here in the book. And that's why I called it that, because it was just a very important change for me um, that came from writing this. So I'm really proud of that. That boy I always was, even though um, I know he struggled a lot, but he managed to push through all the darkness in his life and get to be me now. And I wouldn't be here today doing any of this without him, without me. Um, and I just, yeah, it's been a beautiful thing to witness from, I mean, my own perspective, that personal growth, and a lot of that is right here in this book. So it would mean a lot to me if you would um, check this out, consider buying it at all, or even if not that, just sticking around here on my YouTube channel. I've been sharing the poetry from my first book, and going through sharing all that and talking about the stories behind it and my story. So if you're interested in checking that out, I would suggest subscribing, checking out some of those videos I already have up, and yeah, I'd love to have you here. But yeah, anyway, thank you for being here, for watching this, and especially if you do choose to um, stick around and check out any of my writing or anything I'm doing here. Um, yeah, I'd love to have you here. But yeah, thank you. And as always, just remember that we're all broken and we're just arranging pieces. Thank you.